Hi everyone, Dorota Palicka, international nail artist and educator here, and today I will show you a very easy trick how to achieve a wonderful ombre with the gel polish. You can have a preview of the color combination we will create. And you do have to save this video and also share with your friends as well, which are really struggling to do the ombre, because this is a design which the clients request really often, especially in the spring, summertime. And I will show you like the easiest way to achieve it. So let's start. So spring is a time of the year where we use lots of ombre nails, and I will show you the easiest way to achieve. I have choose the color 233 for this one. So on each tip we'll do slightly different one. And I'm just painting a line out of it. Then the next color we are gonna go for is Squeeze the Orange. So just paint the line, and usually I would just paint like this on the client nails as well. If they've got very short nails, I would paint it nice around the cuticle area, just so the things are easier. And then let's blend those colors. To make our life easier, you want to use the sponges, and ombre with the sponges is a very easy technique. So I'm just going to cut a couple of the sponges. Usually I have like quite a few, and I would just store them on the back of the form. The reason for it, it is actually a fantastic way to get rid of the fluff as well. And I like to use the tweezer to don't make my hands like full of product. So I'm just removing any fluff and excess, and then going from the sides, because you've got clean part of the sponge, you want to start blending it. Ideally, when I'm doing also on the client, I would choose the size of the sponge to match the size of the nail. And what I'm doing is I'm dabbing in and going like up and down, and also working on the side as well to blend those colors in. Then once we have created the first blend, you want to take a tiny bit of the acrylic clear and sprinkle over it. The reason for it is you can see it, the ombre is very see-through, and we want to get it more pigmented. So we are just sprinkle it with regular clear acrylic powder and curing it. Then I'm just going to cut out another parts of the sponge. And another ones. I'm going to have quite a lot actually from one sponge by cutting them into the smaller pieces. So you can see we have created lots. This one is far too long, so I can just trim it. And so let's try a different color combination. So I'm just going to use some blue in this one. And I like it as well, like because we can do it 2 colors, we can do 3 colors, like as many as you like. And then let's do some purple one. And here we just painted purple. This one is really strong color, so I'm just doing a little bit of it, and it's a color number 242. And then 238, which is a pink. Once you know how to do the ombre, life becomes much easier, like because so many clients request those kind of ombre nails. So I'm just grabbing a sponge again. And now blending another ombre. So up and down, and also massaging it as well. So like a bit massage. Look how amazing it is. Actually, I love that pink and purple together. Looks so fantastic. And then sprinkle it. Really pretty. Like I'm gonna do it this one in the opposite color direction. Now let me go back to this one now. So we can apply a second layer. So again 233, which is our yellow. Then 239, which is orange. And then the pink, 235. It's a really pastel pink. And now because we've got this acrylic base underneath, our sponge is not going to absorb as much of the product. It is going to stay on the nail, and it will allow us blend it easier and nicer. So I'm blending, this sponge is a little bit too short, so I need to blend it first the bottom and then I will blend it separately the top because I just cut it too short. And then I'm blending those pastel pink. Okay, let's cure it. When we're choosing the colors, it is really important as well that you kind of choose the right colors, like in the right amounts as well. Like as you can see it, I have to apply quite a lot of blue and quite a lot of pink and just a tiny bit of purple because it's such a strong color. And the sponge is cut to the size right as well, which makes my blending and life much easier. And I do this technique on my clients, even if the nails are really short. I use this technique with the gel polish application. I use this technique with the extensions, like with the fiber in a bottle. So it is an absolutely amazing technique for any kind of nails. You can also see it like by going up and down, we blending the color further. So it is even nicer. Okay, absolutely perfect this one is. Let's cure it. And then let's do another one. So maybe I will do some turquoise. So I've got 202. We can do turquoise. Turquoise. We can do the blue because it's pretty. 237. And we can do yellow, but this time I'm going to use a different yellow. 198. Again, I'm just going to cut another sponge, and this one actually will be awesome because I could use both of the sides of this sponge. So I would keep both sides for a different color mixture. Up and down. Fantastic. Let's sprinkle it. I mean, it looks, if we choose the right colors, like, and they are quite dark, you can get a nice result even in a one layer. But if you want the results to be stronger, of course, you have to go over it twice. Now, the next step is to apply the top coat over it. And I'm just applying the High Shine No Wipe Top Gel. And what will happen is, like, top coat will smooth out any kind of imperfections on our nail. So it will look much nicer. Look at this, guys. Like I used to really struggle with the ombre myself as well on the beginning. Like I have tried brushes and different things, and until I got the sponges, it was just so time consuming. Like definitely the sponge technique is the fastest and the quickest one to achieve the ombre. Now with this pink, I'm still not happy 100% of the coverage, and if it would happen it to you as well, what I would do it on a client, I would just paint and touch up only this part of the design and blend only this color. Okay, kind of give it extra, because this pink is like almost white pink, and just do an extra touch up and cure it. The orange I choose was a little bit too strong for that. Now in this one, the coverage is so amazing. Actually, that's what you could do it is you don't have to even reapply the product. You could just grab your sponge and just go over it again with the product you've got left on your sponge, and look how much color is still there. Because now this gel polish, which is on the sponge, is actually attaching to your nail. Without of acrylic, it wouldn't. You would just keep removing what you bring it in. Okay, and I'm just blending further. Obviously, like the more time you spend with it, the even prettier results you will receive. Like, and on this one, you can see it, I'm playing a little bit longer to make the things even prettier. Let's cook it. And I might show you also maybe 4 colors for a change. Yeah, why not? So the 4 colors we can go. I definitely love the purple one. So we are gonna place the purple one on the top, or even more. Let's do even more than 4 colors. Then we can go pink. We can go pink. We could go after pink, we could go orange. Okay, so we are going orange. After that, we could go yellow. Gosh, let's see how many colors we can squeeze. Also, the gel polishes I'm using are upvoted, and they are available on our website as well. They've got really nice coverage. After yellow, we can go turquoise. And then we can go blue. That will be actually really interesting to see. So many colors, almost rainbow ombre. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Thanks, thanks, Patrick. 6 colors in there. And the sponge, like imagine blending it with your brush. It would just take ages. And then we are gonna go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I still need to do it in a up and down because the tip is curved a little bit, so does a client nail. So keep blending, keep blending. Oh my goodness, this is coming up so pretty. Really pretty. Blend the bottom more. Now I've got fluff in here, which was on the form, so I will just remove it. I'm not using my fingers, I'm using nail. Remove it from the sponge, and I'm just gonna retouch this part, but look how amazing it is. I love it so much. I really love it so much. I have to come up with some ideas for the designs, like some pretty things. We could do it on top of that rainbow ombre, but to be honest, it looks just so nice the way it is. Perfect. Let's sprinkle it with the acrylic. I love that rainbow one. Absolutely my favorite. Cure it. Okay, grab this one is ready for a top coat. And if I have to repeat, like, and do the third or fourth layer, you know, imagine like you've got a pretty watery gel polish and you have to do it really a few layers, I wouldn't reapply the acrylic powder. You don't need to do it every single time. Like, one is really quite a lot and enough. Okay, so we can finish our rainbow one. I'm just gonna try to see it if I can do it with the sponge only, because I'm already pretty happy with it. I just want to touch up a little bit more. Up and down, up and down. Really want to spend the time blending those colors. It's too nice to mess about it, like, and don't make it nice and pretty. Very happy with this one, so let's cure it. Then I can show you the first one because it's ready. So look like how nice ombre we get. And this technique would be also really great for a different type of nails. I've got one client which is always coming in to me, and she wants slightly different type of ombre. It's actually quite difficult to achieve it with different technique. So what she usually likes to get is, let me show you, is to have some example pink in there. I'm gonna grab my D-liner brush because she's wearing a natural nails. Okay, so in that case, what I need to do is I need to paint everything really nice and neat around the cuticle area. Okay, so she will want this pink in there. Then she will want, say, example, I actually had a really nice color here, like there we are. So then the next thing she wants is she wants a very pastel color in the middle, like almost the entire nail. Okay, so I have to paint it like this. And then at the end, she likes another color in a form of French. I actually need to record maybe once a video on her because she gets those type of ombre nails like really often. So I'll have to paint it again. and here with the D-liner brush. And then I need to grab a fresh sponge and blend this ombre for you. Imagine doing it with the brushes, like honestly, it would just take far too long. And then the top, she wants it even lighter. So I'm just gonna show you quickly what I'm doing with this client. So first of all, I want to blend the things together, just so they are nice and gently blended and together. And then blend the bottom. Okay, sprinkle with the acrylic powder. And cure it. We can also apply the top coat on our beautiful rainbow one. I love this one, like so much, like spring, summertime, absolutely amazing. And look again how much like the texture of the nail is changing after we apply the top coat. Things become nice and smooth. But really important with this technique is that you do remove any fluff, any excess from the sponge, because if you don't, like, it can be quite messy. Okay, I'm just gonna grab another one. So this one is top coated, it just didn't finish curing. Let me finish it. And this one needs the top coat, so we can apply the top coat. That was the one with the pink. I've got some fluff in there, like fluff color. So if it does happen to me on the client, I would just try to scrape it off, and I would grab my cuticle pusher, and I will try to get rid of that. Like, you don't want to leave your client with something like this, so just remove it. Like, it just doesn't look nice at all. And then cook it. Okay, this one is ready for a second layer. So what I'm gonna do it, again, repeat the bottom step, just a little bit less of it. What a fussy clients I've got, huh? But I need to show you like on the actual nails, because it looks really pretty once they done, but it's quite time consuming, like I would say. And then grab my sponge, like make sure I do remove any fluff from it, and then let's blend it. So this time I want to keep a little bit of those intense pink in the form of the French, I would say. Blend it nice. Do it on the purple side. Blend the top part again. Imagine doing it on all 10 nails, like it's so time consuming. Okay, and then straight away we are gonna use some milky white, because she likes this middle to be much lighter. So I've got my top coat here mixed with some white color, and I'm just placing some, actually adding more white. Okay, so I've got some white. I'm just going to bring it a tiny bit more of it. And I always have on my desk like a top coat with mixture of the black and a top coat with the mixture of the white, like because quite often clients request that. And I'm just placing it in a rounded shape in the middle. So nice rounded shape in the middle. Because you also don't want too much of a thickness on the sides of the nails. That's why we are just placing it on the middle, then cure it. This tip is ready as well, so I can place it in here. So we've got another type of ombre. This one is ready too. Okay, the rainbow one is ready. I love the rainbow one so much. It's absolutely amazing. And in the middle, we'll place the most difficult one. Okay, now it's the time to apply the mixture all over now. So my mixed white goes all over. So we've got some sort of ombre with the white, milky white middle. And I do that over the natural nails, like with the gel polish. You can see it actually looks quite pretty. There is a bulkage of the product over it, and to achieve a perfect result, I always rebuff her nails after we finish this process and then reapply the top coat to make them nice and smooth, and we're gonna do that as well. Okay, so once it's cooked, grab it, take a buffer. I mean, it's not bad, but I never like the bulkage of it. And remember, when you're doing the middle, you cannot do it too much of the side so the product doesn't run in there. I'm just going to quickly buff it. Especially on the sides, like you want them nice and slim. Remove the dust and then we can reapply the top coat. And this time I'm just going to apply a normal top coat, so I don't want the milky white, because the milky white top coat wouldn't be also as shiny because it has a gel polish in it. And you want the top coat with no inhibition layer for a nice shine. Okay, cook it. Okay, and then let's see the last one. So we've got a few different types of ombre done with the sponge technique, and I love it because it always looks nice and pretty. It's a really easy way. I think like these three are my favorite ones, especially the rainbow one. It looks so awesome. I hope, guys, you have really enjoyed this video, also learned something new as well. I'm sending you huge glittery hugs, and bye for now.